Hello, I greet you from this side of my world. I'm Pearl A.B. Clinton, a psychologist, a mental health advocate, a transformational speaker, an encourager, and a team coach. This is Words That Heal. So if you feel depressed sometimes, you run into anxiety sometimes, you feel like your mental health is under attack, you're losing hope and faith, and you're interested in gleaning wisdom on how to cope and deal with the many stresses and issues of life, then you stopped at the right channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for sticking with us till this moment. And if you're joining us for the first time, of course, you're welcome to this wonderful healing community. After watching this video, if it was impactful, blessed you, and made a lot of sense to you, then do well to like, comment your thoughts after watching this video, as we would love to hear from you. Subscribe, share this video with family and friends, and don't also forget to turn on the bell notification button to be notified of subsequent videos. For my last video, I was talking about us beginning yet another wonderful series on dealing with anger and anger issues. Today, I want us to look into another wonderful story shared with me by a wonderful young lady. And I really want us to look deep into this and analyze it, because I want to hear your own opinion or what you think she would have done in this situation that she finds herself. Now, here's a young lady who has an uncle abroad that, from what she said, promised her sponsorship abroad for her master's. This lady was excited and got busy with her studies, finished her studies, and was set for her master's abroad. And so during her service year, they began the application for her master's. And immediately she rounded off her service year, she had to move for her transcript, because now the school where her uncle applied for, they have started asking for documents. So she had to submit a certificate, because the uncle started the process during her service, and then it took a while before the school responded and started asking for her documents. So she started sending her documents one by one, and even went ahead to process her transcript by herself. That costed between 30 to 50,000 naira. And because of the excitedness, she didn't want to disturb her uncle or any other person. She went ahead to use her money to process that transcript, and it was sent to the school. Long story cut short, it came to the COVID-19 year, and that was when she was supposed to, leave for her studies abroad. The school contacted her that due to the COVID-19 restrictions here and there, that she should just hold on, and that when the old restrictions have died down a little bit, they'll contact her. Now the COVID-19 year came and passed. She was not contacted. She kept on reaching out to her uncle to find out from his own end what is going on, and if he could contact the school once again to find out why they haven't contacted her for her studies abroad. This continued until this young lady got married 2022 or so. From her story, she reached out to the uncle again and asked him, "What is going on, sir? How do we fix this matter? What is the school saying? They said they are going to contact me when the COVID-19 restrictions are down. And now COVID has come and gone. They still haven't contacted me." And lest I forget, she also added that she contacted the school via email, and the school said they don't have any application from her. So that also made her to be upset. For me, I was like, when she was telling me, I was like, I thought this Oyibo school, they don't used to have issues. I thought that they are very efficient and highly effective. So how come they are not telling a young lady who applied to their school and who has sent in even some documents, just remaining 1 or 2 documents to complete her registration, that they have not received any application from her? It was very, very shocking for me, because I shall know this country where I come from, the way we do things. But I felt the abroad would be better. Okay, when she was telling me this story, I was like, all right, continue. So she was telling me how, okay, she now contacted her uncle in this pain of hers, that how can this school tell me that I've not applied, or they don't have any application from me, meanwhile they have been receiving documents from me. On reaching out to her uncle said, okay, don't worry, I'm going to contact the school again once more and find out. Need I tell you people right now that it was the uncle that started this ball rolling? She didn't apply for this school herself. The uncle did. So it was just the best thing she did, contacting her uncle once more to reach out to the school on her behalf again, just as he did at the beginning. It was taking a long time for the uncle to give her the feedback after contacting the school, so to say. But at the end of the day, the uncle was silent. Then on one of these months, the uncle wanted to come down to Nigeria for something. So she said, okay, it's a good opportunity for her to reach out to the uncle and then find out what's up. Meanwhile, when she wanted to get married, the uncle spoke with the husband directly, telling him strictly that his daughter was supposed to come from MSc, and so hope the husband will not obstruct her coming for the MSc. The husband said, no, he's not going to stop her from going for her master's. At least she's going to further her education, so why would he stop her? So this agreement was already on ground now. So the uncle came down to Nigeria. Okay, before he came down to Nigeria, this young lady contacted the uncle to say, okay, I heard you're coming down to Nigeria. I hope we're going to see and discuss about my studies. The uncle said, okay, no problem when I come down. But then that he has something to say, that he's thinking that this lady's husband is also interested in going abroad with her. From what the lady narrated, she became very upset. And she was like, we talked about this and you spoke with my husband. He never indicated any interest to follow your daughter abroad while she's studying. So why is this suddenly coming up? So the young lady was upset. On the long run, even her husband got upset and said, okay, you know what, forget about this, you're studying abroad for now. I'm going to sponsor you when I have the funds to, or probably via a scholarship. But for now, just relax. Forget about this, your uncle. So he came down to Nigeria, and then he came down with his wife. This young lady, from what she narrated to me, was able to reach out to them. On reaching out to them, the wife started talking stories of how, or probably because, you know, Nigeria now, when our relatives come down from the abroad, quote and unquote, some people have a way of doing what we call aproko. That is, gossip other people to them or try to tarnish or slander other people's name. I'm sure that was what happened with this young lady. And so when the wife was talking about the matter, the young lady was not happy with her auntie. That is the uncle's wife. So she was like, I didn't do all of these things you're saying. Where did you get all these stories from? So the young lady became upset and she was talking, and I say in an angry tone with her auntie, trying to explain to the auntie that this and this is what happened concerning this matter you're saying. This and this is what happened concerning, because the auntie raised up several issues. And so the young lady was trying to make a point, no, that this is not what happened though. This and this is what happened. How can you come down from the abroad and you started listening to stories? What is going on? So the uncle was quiet all along when the whole conversation was going on between this young lady and the auntie. At the end of the day, the uncle shook his head and said, is it my wife you're talking to like that? Is it my wife you're shouting at like that? Is it my wife you're trying to prove a point to? Or what are you trying to do? She turned back to the uncle and said, no, sir. I'm trying to explain to her that the stories that they told her are not correct. And she's supposed to ask me my own side of the story, or come up to ask me what was my stake in the matter or something like that. But the auntie didn't do that. Instead, she concluded. So I'm trying to explain to her. The uncle said, okay, no problem. And that was the end of it. Recall that the uncle had made a very strong statement that the young lady's husband was interested in going to abroad with the young lady. So all of this whole thing, tensed up the whole situation. And then at the end of the day, everything died down. Until this day, this young lady has not contacted her uncle. Her uncle has not contacted her for the whole study stuff. So I decided to share this story with you because I received the permission to share it with you. This lady has been bothered for some time and she's been wondering, am I the one that obstructed my own progress? Or the way I reacted in trying to explain myself and trying to make my own side of the story known to my auntie, is it a bad thing? So this is what the lady asked, and just like I said, I would love to really hear your feedbacks on this, because I have to get back to this lady. For me, I've told her what I think would have been the best thing she would have done then, but she's still interested in hearing from my viewers, my wonderful viewers, you people, what she would have done in this situation. We are still talking about dealing with anger issues, and I hope you're learning. So as always, do well to be strong, live gratefully, and never give up no matter what. You have more questions and concerns? Send them to whatsthatheal2022@gmail.com. Or better still, you can leave it at the comment section if that is easier for you, and we will address it. I love and appreciate you all for sticking with this channel and encouraging this channel to grow. God bless you all. And until my next video, bye.